Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we're checking out Hub Level 9 Stranger Danger Story Walkthrough, where we're going to need 150 gold bricks to get in the door, and once we do, we'll get the True Believer status at 45k, and as you guys are familiar by now, we do not get any of the collectibles in our story walkthrough. So here we are in kind of the southwest corner of Manhattan, and we're going to go ahead, and now that we have 150 bricks, we showed you the building here too, so you kind of got a visual of what's going down. But we'll build up the door, and once it opens for us, we'll slide on in and see what Deadpool has to say, as per usual.
Welcome to the incredible strange tales of Deadpool. It's movie night over at Reed's house when, Dr. Strange, in some kind of strange trouble? How strange! To the jet! Oh no! Trapped by the nefarious Dormouse guy!
Oh yeah. Alright, Dormammu, it's just me and you. We're going to take him out. What up, Rumpo? Shout out to our boy Rumpo Plays on YouTube. Check him out. And, alright, True Believer already achieved. That was easy peasy. But we're going to use telekinesis quite a bit here in the beginning. We're going to use it to speed the clock up, which destroys it and drops some bricks. We'll use those bricks to build up the rest of the door handle, which allows us to open the door into the left room. And once we get in here, we go ahead and give him a little shock therapy with our telekinesis, and we get a little peep there, a little peeping Tom. And then use the bricks that he throws out. He throws a couple items out, destroy them. Once they're all destroyed, they'll start bouncing. Build them into a toilet tank, as you can see here. Ta-da! And then use telekinesis to pull a hammer out of the toilet. That could have gotten scary real fast, eh? Could you imagine sitting on the toilet and having a hammer come up from? Woo! Alright. Talk about ringing the bells. Ta-da! Alright, use the hammer and telekinesis on the left-hand side to destroy the wooden pallets, or planks, boards, whatever. And then use the Human Torch's heat ray to heat it up. Look at that, he doesn't like that. Little hot tamale, and he comes out, and then he runs off into the other side. Pew! Because ain't nothing faster than pew. Alright, so he gets over in that far right room, and we're going to follow him over there. And once we get over there, there is a gold object that needs to be destroyed. A couple of other objects in here as well, but we use our heat ray to go ahead and melt that gold object. And then we got the piano keys. We can build them up real quick, and then, yeah, use the telekinesis to put the books on the wall there. And once we get the books on the wall, it spins the piano around, flip the switch, and it'll irritate Dormammu one more time. Then he ends up getting frustrated and takes off and runs upstairs. Pew! There he goes again. Alright, he drops it like it's hot, and the stairs come down. And we're going to follow him up there as soon as we get control here. After this nice long gaze at some studdage in the air, which, feel free to grab that. Human Torch can fly around. So I mentioned earlier that there's a little bit of an embarrassing part coming up. Well, it's right here. So we get up here, and we have to use telekinesis on this mirror on the left. As you can see, a couple little sparkles. And we use it on the skeleton to reveal the mirror, rather. And then all of a sudden, Dr. Strange reveals himself, and he claims that he needs help. So the camera kind of pans around the room here, and it kind of tells us, or gives us the hint that we need to find some things. But there are 3 golden orbs now that we need to find, as you can tell at the top of your screen there. And I had a heck of a time figuring out where they are. So I'm going to give you a hint. There's one on the right-hand side, right over there, trying to bust out. But before you can get to that one, you have to get the one in the middle cabinet, as you just saw there. Now, this is where it gets confusing, because I'm not exactly sure what the cue is to get the second one. I think you have to destroy the lamp, but I'm not exactly sure. So I'm going to use that as my advice. You got to go upstairs, not that lamp. Come on now, Human Torch. And this is why I was saying a little embarrassed. We try not to waste your time, but every once in a while it happens, and I apologize. But we get it figured out. Oh, look, there's the orb. See, I'm not sure why it's there all of a sudden. It wasn't there a minute ago, but my eyes didn't see it yet. So, embarrassing. There we go. We finally see it, and we move over there. And to be honest with you, there's an edit coming up right about now. And, yeah, we ran downstairs a little bit longer and couldn't find anything, and it took us a while. And now that we're back up here, the last orb is actually trying to bust out of that chest over here. We're going to just kind of walk around, and as we get over here by it, it just opens. So I think it's a matter of just being close enough to it. So Now you know at least where the 3 orbs are, and hopefully you won't have as hard of a time finding them as I did, because I was sure noobing it up. But once you get the 3rd one, Doctor Strange joins the team. And now it's one of the longer battles that we've had to experience, especially in a hub mission, against Dormammu. Instead of the old 3 times a charm, or 3rd times a charm, 3 times a charm, what is that? You have to actually hit him 6 times. So the ray that he shoots out at you is harmful, but if you are the Human Torch and you are torched up, it doesn't seem to bother you. So, and by now you may have, you know, all of the Deadpool bricks that prevent you from getting hurt, you know, all that kind of stuff, extra hearts. As you can see, I have them on myself. So anyways, you just got to rinse and repeat. You got to smack him around. Each time you punch him, it takes a heart away. He then sends a couple of skeleton minions after you. If you don't have the stud multipliers, this might be a good time to, you know, get your multiplier up by killing consecutive enemies, because you can see that multiplier builds up there too. So, and they all stack up. It's not like you just get one or the other. They all stack up. So if you got, you know, 400 on and you get a ×2, that's 800. So like, there's a ×6. That's a lot of studs coming in there. You know what I'm saying? Cha 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 cha. All right, we're halfway there. And yeah, if you guys are just here to simply complete the level, that's actually going to do it. So you just got to keep smacking them around until those hearts reach 0, and you will then unlock the level. After a short message from Deadpool, of course, which we usually refer to as the da 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 da. All right, 1 heart left. Where's he at? Come here. Where are you at? Let's get this over with already. All right, last skeleton down, ×6, and 1 last punch. 1 last, oop, should have kept the flame on. Pow, right in the kiss out.
Alakazam, your card was the 4 of diamonds. 5 of spades? No matter. Hooray! You now have the power of ultimate suckage. Ah, you suck. Is that guy even a real doctor? He's definitely a strange one.
All right. Stranger Danger level complete and free play unlocked. All right. We also get access to Doctor Strange and Dormammu in the character list here, so that's nice, huh? And we'll go ahead and stack up some studdage, and we will prove to you that we got the true believer. In fact, as you saw in the video, we didn't even really have control of our character, but for less than like 2 or 3 seconds before we had it. So those multipliers surely come in handy. And booyah kashow. Done deal there. All right, so get a gold brick for completing the level and 1 for the true believer. So we're getting up there, guys. We're getting up there if you're following along. It's been a fun journey. And speaking of, that'll end up wrapping this video up. Lego Marvel Superheroes Hub 9 Stranger Danger story now complete. If you found it helpful or entertaining, stop by our Facebook or drop us a line on Twitter or just simply comment down below. You can always vote us up by giving us a like. And hey, if something bothered you, please give us a dislike and tell us why. We're always about improving our stuff, so we can't do it without your opinions. Give us that feedback. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, look at Thumby on the right. Ooh, he's like, oh, you didn't like it? Tell us why. Oh. All right, enough of that. As always, until next time.